everyone. Welcome to the Best of Beauty Week for 2023, where each day this week I'll be sharing a video with you dedicated to a particular category for the best of, and I mean the best of the best of the best, up here, top tier in luxury beauty for 2023. I'm Mo, which is short for Monique. I cannot wait to share the products. Today we're going to start off with primers, foundations, and concealers. I did change things up just a little bit on how I categorize and group and film each category each day, so you'll see as we go. So make sure you're subscribed and have your notifications turned on. But I will see you every day this week. So excited. Without further ado, shall we? Now, you know, I have to do this. It's me, it's Mo. I just want to take a moment to say thank you to each and every one of you for your continued support throughout the year, for watching my videos, for commenting, interacting with me, telling me, no, Mo, I don't like it, that sucks. Or Mo, oh my goodness, I love that. Or Mo, you inspired me. I didn't think to use it like that. Thank you. Thanks for spending your time with me, and thank you for being you. Okay, I didn't want to make it too, because I can do that. Boy, I tell you, sometimes I have to remind myself, take it easy. Not everybody wants to know that you're that emotional, Monique. So, for this year's Best of Beauty Week, I changed things around just a little bit, and I hope you like it. I'm definitely sure you'll share your feedback with me. Make sure you do that down below in the comments. But I usually, for the past couple of years, have done the exact same categories each and every day, but we're going to change things up a little bit, and I actually added a new category. I can't wait to share that with you. That'll be the last day. And there's one other thing that I'm doing a little different this year. Usually, I would wear eyeshadows that I wore throughout the year, but instead, this year, I'm going to be using eyeshadows that are a little bit newer to me. For instance, today, I'm using the Makeup by Mario palette. This is new to me. This is the Ethereal Eyes. I picked this up. Hello. Hi. Stay open. I picked this up during the Sephora sale. So that's what I'm going to be doing this year. I'm going to be using palettes that are a little bit newer, that didn't quite make it into the best of. To say that the palettes that I will be using are bad. It's just I haven't used them enough times to warrant them to have made it in a category for something that should be for the entire year. Notes in hand, laptop on deck, hydration. Let's get into primers. I'm starting off with primers this year because I found myself to kind of not use too many new primers. Starting off with Hourglass. Where's the front of it? There it is. Oh, there it is. Okay. This is the Hourglass Vanish Airbrush Primer. I really feel like the name says a lot. It explains what you're in for. It kind of lets you know what you're in store for. So this, it's glass packaging, very nice, very Hourglass, very luxe. As you can see, it's about halfway. So I really got my use out of it. I enjoyed it. I reached for it. It's a beautiful product overall. It does come with a pump, which I broke the little piece here. I don't know how it happened. I don't know if it was me or it was the product, but I'll take the blame. It's okay. It didn't stop me from reaching for it and using it. It still comes out. It's just that little piece kind of helps it from like coming down the side. So all I have to do is I just hold it like this and it comes up. Now, as you can see, it is a white primer. Okay, but what's great is that it literally blends out to nothing. It doesn't leave a cast, it doesn't give a color or anything like that on the skin. And as you apply it, it smooths the skin, it blurs the skin almost. It truly gives that airbrushed effect without drying it out. It still feels nice. It doesn't feel silicone-y. It's not one of those type of primers. It is said to absorb shine, so it is going to give you that really smooth kind of filtered effect, but still very natural. Anytime I know I'm going to have a long day and I really want my makeup to hold up well and look good for a long extended period of time, I'm reaching for this because it does really perform as a true primer should. It does extend the wear of my makeup. It does help me to just look that much better for, you know, just a little bit longer. So I've really enjoyed this. I've reached for it a ton. Again, as you can see, we're about halfway down here. I love this. I would definitely repurchase this. This is truly worthy to be a best of for 2023 and beyond. Our next best of, I don't know what my hand is doing. I'm just excited, okay? Our next best of primers is this one from Chantecaille. This is the Sheer Glow Rose Face Tint. Very versatile type product. You can use this as skincare, like moisturizer, and it's got skincare ingredients. You can use it on targeted on high points, but it's really a beautiful highlighting, glowy, dewy skin, juicy skin kind of primer product. This has the most beautiful texture. It's a gel-like texture. They call it a gel creme, okay? And it's said to give a little bit of blur to the skin, perfect the complexion, and give you a very healthy glow. This is that fresh-faced kind of primer. It's going to give you that luminosity, but it's this type of luminosity that is very realistic, okay? It's not over the top, super dewy and greasy. It's just really beautiful. And the gel formula, it's really light. Again, I have combination skin, okay, but I do have dry areas on the skin. And this just looks so good. Now, even with its very light pink tint, it doesn't translate to that on my skin and give it like any kind of a weird cast. As you can see, this hand is dry. Ooh, it just looks so pretty. This does really work beautifully with foundations because it gives it that boost, but I kind of found myself reaching for it more for my natural days just because of how much the skin just looks so juicy and nice and just good. This is just going to boost you in a way that gives you an even better natural makeup kind of day. I've got two more primers to share with you, and these are more skincare focused, which I have found as I've gotten older, that's what I want from my makeup. I want makeup that's got a little bit more to it, rather than just something that's I'm just putting on and then washing off. I want to get more bang for my buck, if you know what I mean. So I've been using these more skincare first and then makeup priming products. So Westman Atelier. This is the Skin Activator. Beautiful packaging, and this is refillable. So as many of you know, I have been a big, long time fan of Westman Atelier. I love the products. I've gotten on well with the products. This is something that they did send to me a month before it launched. So I had time to use it and really, you know, document and take note on my results. Sometimes people think that if something is sent to you that you're going to have a different perspective, you're going to have a different view. I'm going to speak for myself. I don't care. If something is good, it's good. If it's not, it's not. I am putting my name on something and I'm telling you, hey, go and spend your hard-earned money and buy something because I said so. That's a big responsibility. I think I'm a little old school, a little traditional, will you say, when I still believe that your word matters. But this is a topic for another day. But what I was getting at was this was sent to me initially. I have repurchased the refill since getting it, but I just wanted to let you know that I did get to try this before it came out. So again, this is more of a skincare product than it is a primer, but when I got it, they told me, hey, this is really going to work beautifully as primer before makeup, because when your skin is hydrated and nourished and taken care of, your makeup is going to wear so good. So this is described as an all-in-one serum that's packed with 12 actives that include niacinamide, hyaluronic acid, and peptides. Overall, my experience with this product is it has helped with my hydration. My skin is plump. My lines are soft. I still have them, reality is they're not going anywhere because I'm not doing anything invasive, and I have a very expressive face. Oh, I'm always laughing, smiling, making faces. It's just what I do. My face reacts before I do. I'm one of those people. So it helps smooth the lines because it plumps the skin, and it allows my makeup to just wear beautifully over top because it's just so hydrating and skincare focused because it's a serum. So what I do is I'll apply the serum, which is like, this is very lightweight, okay? Very lightweight, absorbs very nicely. It doesn't feel like it's just sitting over top. It's not silicone-y. Remember, this is Westman Atelier. This is clean, good for you beauty. What I also like is that it gives a natural glow. It's not as intense as the previous one from Chantecaille, but it is another healthy glow on your skin. See? Look how pretty. I'm going to leave this hand dry and just keep wiping this one off in between so that we can see the difference. But you see this glow that the Westman Atelier has, it's very different than the one from Chantecaille. If you were kind of curious, the Glow Radar. Okay, so for the final product, I'm not going to be on it too long because it's something that I'm going to really get into when we get to the skincare, hair care, body care section or day category of the Best of Beauty Week. But many of you know, for a couple of years now, I have been faithful to my Augustinus Bader The Rich Cream. Ooh, with good reason. And they recently came out with a 5-ouncer. Is it 5 ounce? Or I don't know, it's huge. Oh, I want it, but I don't want it because that's gonna hurt to buy. Anyways, this is technically skincare, but I have been using this like a primer every time I wear my makeup. Of course, I still use the other ones I shared with you, obviously, but this is just so, I have seen a difference. I would not be sitting here telling you, like, this is heavenly. I want to put it on my body, but I can't afford to do that. My husband would actually probably divorce me. So this is more focused on hyperpigmentation, wrinkles, fine lines, and skin dryness. Look, that's all I can spare. No, truly, that's all I can spare. The texture of this, it's a little bit thicker, but it applies and blends into the skin beautifully, okay? It doesn't feel heavy, but your skin still feels moisturized. It's got a beautiful consistency, texture, everything. Everything is just amazing on this stuff, okay? And see how easy it just melts into the skin. It's a beautiful formula, and the actual product is amazing. This is something I've been using for years. And now this year is when I really started cutting out a lot of other products unnecessarily. And kind of just using this. And I even stopped using eye cream. I know. It just does such a good job. My skin just feels so much better using it. And then makeup over top looks so amazing. Your skin, because your skin is so like prepped and hydrated, everything goes on better, looks better, lasts better. It's something special. Talk about foundations and skin tints, shall we? First up, wow, oh, wow. This is quite a different type of product. I personally have not used products like this, but this one, this is something very, very special. My brushes agree. This is from Christian Louboutin. So this is described as a multi-use found sealer balm. Face balm. Yeah, that's what it says. So it is as it sounds. Found sealer. It's foundation and concealer. And the packaging is really Christian Louboutin. You know, it's got the little spike, it's got the little crest. Now this product has more of a luminous finish. It's like buttery in texture, and it is a balm. But it's actually quite nice. I had a good experience with it overall. Now, I have kept the cover because one thing I've noticed about this product is it's a little messy. I use a brush or a sponge and it gets messy. So what I do is I'll clean it, like the outer areas, and I'll put the sticker thing back on. But here it is. It's starting to get a little dent right there because I love it so much. It's very easy to use. But you know, even though I've been using it as much as I have, I really haven't like hit pan. And honestly, look, that's all the product you get. It's not a lot of product, but you don't need a lot of it. The texture of it, it's kind of cool. It doesn't feel greasy and heavy on the skin. It looks beautiful and it really gives beautiful coverage. And again, this is more of a luminous, healthy, glowy skin. Very, very beautiful product. It wears nicely, but that's really what I like about it most. I don't need to use a lot of it to get what I need out of it because of its coverage, its finish, its just overall look and wear. All of the foundation and skin tint products I'm sharing with you, I do have dedicated videos to, or TikToks or Reels on Instagram where I use the product and show it to you. So I'll link all of that stuff so that you can see them in more details if you're interested. Now, using it as concealer, I always just use my finger and pat it. There have been days where I go in with, like, let's say the Hourglass primer all over the face, go in with my finger and just pat this as concealer, set it, and I go. And that's it. Wears beautifully. Beautiful. I love it. It's so good. And it's a very nice, sleek, compact. And you do get a little sponge. I have used it, but not too much. I prefer my brush, my finger, clean finger, of course, or my beauty blender. You knew this one was getting in here, didn't you? I know you do it. Yes, you did. Admit it. This is Hourglass, another product from Hourglass. This really is something beautiful. I was not expecting this. This is said to be a skin tint, but I feel like it performs a little bit more than that. This is the Veil Hydrating Skin Tint. Packaging is kind of cute. It's a little tube with the little top. Beautiful, beautiful product. I feel like this product oxidizes just a little bit because when I first put it on, it looks a little light, but then as I'm finishing up, it matches. So I feel like it oxidizes just a little bit. This is a very hydrating, as it says, hydrating product. It's going to also give you more of a dewy finish on the skin, but not overly like a greasy glow. And when I tell you, I almost feel like this is like a light medium coverage product. Truly, it is. It gives beautiful coverage and finish on the skin. You just look like you have good, healthy, you drink all your water type of skin when you wear this. It's a very comfortable product that you can very easily wear all day. You almost have it wearing it and forget that you're wearing it. It's one of those type of products. I feel like you would feel that you're wearing mascara before you feel like you're wearing your skin tint. If you wear like 3 coats of mascara, you know what I'm talking about, okay? That's what I mean. If you want something that you can wear for long periods of time, but it's not like a lot heavy type of product and it's still very skin-like and just super hydrating and comfortable, with good coverage. I mean, it's not full coverage, but it's good coverage. I'm like a good light medium. This. So good. Okay. This product, I like look forward to wearing it. Tried and true when I'm going to dinner with hubs, when I'm going out, anything. When I just want like a little bit more, but I still want to remain skin-like. There's something about Chanel foundations that I kind of want to try them all. I've tried 3 Chanel foundations so far, this being one of them. I think this is my favorite so far, but that could change. But oh my goodness, I couldn't stop reaching for this. This is the Sublimage Laiton. Wow. This isn't new though. It's just they came out with more shades. I love the Sublimage Léance Laiton. This is amazing. This is so gorgeous. I have never been complimented on my skin more than when I wear this. Okay? This is so good. I recently, like very recently, let me get it. Recently tried this one. This is like another shocker. I was not expecting it. I don't know what I was expecting. I was like, oh, I love this one. There's nothing that can beat it from Chanel. But whoa. But this is of my Chanel's and what I've reached for the most. Oh my goodness, look at that texture. It is so gorgeous, so beautiful. I love this stuff so much, and this is something that is within the Chanel Sublimage line, which is skincare. So this comes in a jar, which means you don't want to always use your little grubby, dirty fingers in there. Use a little spatula and scoop out your product, which it comes with. You know Chanel, they're not cinching out on any of that stuff, but it's beautiful glass packaging. This has got such a beautiful creamy texture. It feels like skincare. It's a very enjoyable experience when you're applying this on the skin. Now this is more on, I want to say like a light to medium, but like more of a medium coverage. You can get a true medium with this. I always get nice coverage with this, all while remaining skin-like, and it's got more of a luminous finish to it because it has, I believe, diamond powder, whatever that means, but it's also, again, like I said, it's from the Sublimage line, so there's skincare in here as well. Beautiful wearing foundation. When I want to feel good, look good, and just really pull it together, I'm constantly reaching for this. It is just a beautiful wearing foundation. I feel so good. My skin just feels amazing when I wear this. Our final foundation. This one is probably going to be no surprise. I think this came in last year too, but when something's good, it's good. This is one of my most repurchased foundations. And to repurchase foundation for someone like me who's constantly trying new foundations, I feel proud to say that I repurchase this constantly. It's just so good. It's so easy. Chantecaille Future Skin foundation. Look at her. Yeah, a little more than half on this one. Beautiful product. So easy to wear, so easy to use. I think for me with this, it's truly a formula thing. It's just one of those formulas that's so easy and just, it feels like literally nothing. It does contain 60% water, so it's so easy wearing and light, and the texture and consistency. It's a gel, like an oil-free gel, as it's described. Okay. And it is just a beautiful product. I didn't know this, but you guys let me know that the shade that I use is also the shade Halle Berry uses. And I never even thought of her when I was thinking of foundation. I was like, oh, okay. I like her. I think she's a very beautiful woman. So I don't know if that helps in referencing foundations, but I always have my references listed and linked down below in the description box for you. Now, this is a true light. She can also be sheer, but she can be built up to a medium coverage. And I want to say the finish on this is a true natural skin-like. It's your skin, but better in a jar. Skin is hydrated, your skin is smooth. But as I've gotten older, I'm starting to get lines in the forehead, my smile lines. I always feel like just looks like the lines just look nicer. They're just like, huh. They're not gone anywhere. They're still there, but they just look better. A little smoother. And welcome to the concealer portion of today's video. This happens to be one of my favorite categories. I love concealers. Concealer is just one of those things that I find to be magical for me. Okay, as a person that wakes up at 5 o'clock every day. Okay, my kids drive me crazy. I don't get enough sleep. Life. Okay, I just feel like concealer makes it all better. It makes it go away. Nobody's got to know. I can use it all over. I can use it all by itself. Concealer is magical. So I'm going to share the ones that I feel really, really did the job. Because concealer needs to be something that is going to move with the skin, doesn't look crepey and ugly. And hey, if you're enjoying today's video, give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below. Thank you so much. Thank you for being a part of the Best of Beauty Week. I do have a few color correctors to share with you as well, because I think color correcting is... there's some days where I need it more than others. And I found some that are just magical and do the trick. I don't feel like I hear anybody talk about this. I could be wrong. Givenchy. This is the Prisme Libre Skin Caring Corrector. I have it in the shade Peach. Ooh, this kind of took me by surprise. I wasn't expecting to like this as much as I do. I think the packaging is nice. It's got a nice little doe foot, and the color. This color in particular, the peach. You see that texture? You see how thin it is? Look how thin it is, right? I find it to be a little bit brightening, but thin all at the same time. A lot of days, I just use this all on its own. Like it just, the color works for my skin to the point where I can use it all on its own. It gives me a little bit of hydration, it brightens, and it kind of fades the darkness in a very natural way. You get decent coverage. I want to say it's like a light medium coverage, like light medium coverage. So it color corrects and it hydrates. A beautiful combination. This is a great product. NARS. This is the Light Reflecting Under Eye Brightener. This is a color corrector, okay? There she is. Look at that. I use this all the time. This is, you know, there's a NARS in a concealer in a pot like this that I have, but I don't love it. Here it is. This. It's nice, but it's for the days when you want to wear makeup. You know what I mean? It's not one of those skin, look healthy. It's not like that. This is makeup. And that's not a bad thing. Time and place. That's why I have it. But this is so, even though it's in the pot, okay? Usually products like this are a little bit more emollient, a little bit thicker in consistency, but this is a nice consistency. It has a radiant finish too. And it's medium coverage, so it covers up your darkness. It's got a bit of luminosity. The texture is nice. As it color corrects, it brings a little bit of life back to your skin. And this allows for other concealers, and I've tried all my concealers with this. Full coverage, light coverage, thin, thick, makeup looking, skin, all of them. They layer really nicely with this because of its texture and consistency. Amazing. Another really amazing product. All right, you ready to talk about some concealers? We've got light coverage, we've got natural, we've got full coverage, we've got them all. We're going to talk about them really quick. And let's start off with this one from Sisley Betty. This is the Silo Lumiere. I always have a backup of this. This, I don't really think this is technically a concealer, but it's a eye brightener, okay? So, it has a little sponge tip applicator. There's just something about using this product on the under eye and just patting it in with the finger that brightens the under eye and gives you just a little bit of coverage. This is your natural clean girl type of product. It is skincare, of course, beautiful, hydrating, all the things you want with brightness and a little bit of coverage. This one, ooh, I really honestly think it has a lot to do with the applicator. It's a brush applicator. When was the last time you seen or used a concealer with a brush applicator? Okay, but obviously that's not the only thing that makes this good, okay? This is the Dior Backstage Concealer. Really cute packaging, right? So this is caffeine infused. Once you hear caffeine infused, it's really good for the under eye. They say it helps with depuffing and all those things. I don't know, but this does make my under eye looks really good when I use it. And this has actually got quite the amount of coverage too. It's a little more of that hydrated finish, but not a glowy, dewy, luminous kind of finish. I just feel like it looks like natural skin, like you moisturized your under eyes, but not the glow, if that makes sense. And again, the applicator is something really, really special on this. I feel like that really helps you be precise with the product, and it's awesome. Hi, Future Mo here, because I had an issue editing and something happened to the portion of the video talking about this concealer in particular. And as you can see, I have 3 of them. So I could not include it. I was thinking, oh, do I just forget about it because something's wrong with the file? Oh no. I'm here to tell you about it because it is that good. A lot of times when I really like a product, I'll buy multiple shades just because I fluctuate when I have a tan and when I don't, and here and there. So I like doing that. I love being able to create the most custom of custom when it comes to my base products. But this is the Chanel Sublimage Le Corrector U. So Chanel describes this as a radiance generating concealer with eye care. And I really think that that describes it very, very well. This has to be one of my most used concealers of the year. I am wearing it today. I mixed 2 shades, and that's what I usually do. This concealer is very creamy, it is very lightweight, and the jar is just like the foundation. It's got the nice glass packaging. The consistency on this is very hydrating and very comforting and comfortable on the skin. It literally melts into the skin. Because it's hydrating, it leaves the skin a little bit illuminated, but not over the top dewy. I find that whenever I wear this concealer, my eyes just look smoothed. I don't have any heavy creasing. It's very comfortable. It is a concealer that moves with the skin because of its formulation. This has got a nice medium coverage, but you can build it up. I want to say like a medium full, but of course, as always, like any other product that is of a little bit more coverage, you can always sheer it out. So 91 and then 70. This is shade 40. This is the lightest. What I like to do sometimes is just put a dab of this on the innermost portion and then either of those two and just blend them together. It's a very comfortable wearing concealer. It doesn't feel like concealer. It feels truly like skincare. You can blend it with your finger. You can blend it with a brush. Every method of application and every time I wear it looks amazing, feels amazing, performs beautifully all day. All right, back to Passmo. I could not include these. Valentino Beauty. I tried quite a good amount of products from Valentino Beauty this year. This is the, I'm looking at my computer because it's got a long name, Very Valentino 24-hour wear hydrating concealer. This has a radiant finish, but not dewy. I have to be very careful when I say radiant because sometimes radiant can come across as like it's greasy and dewy. No, this is like natural skin kind of look. Very hydrated skin, and it's a nice medium. This too is a nice medium coverage, but the consistency on this is so thin and nice. I love that so much about it. That is hydrating on the under eye, looks good, wears really, really well. That's one thing I will say about this is it wears for long periods of time. I need concealer of all products to wear with me all day. My days are long. My days start crack of dawn. So this is a long wearing, very comfortable product that performs really well. Good medium, true medium coverage. Beautiful. And I really like the applicator too. The applicator's nice. Gucci Beauty. I love the packaging on this one. It's so old Hollywood, but it's glam and it's just nice. Really, really nice. I have two of these actually. Here it is. I thought my daughter took it. I have two. Now, this is the Gucci Concentré de Beauté Multi-Use Grease-Proof Hydrating Concealer. This has got a nice natural finish to it, so it just looks like your skin. A little bit more on the fuller coverage. This is one of those concealers that I feel I have to leave it for a little bit to get that full coverage versus trying to build it with multiple layers. You know that technique, right? Leave it for a few minutes rather than building it so you have too many layers. Yeah, this is one of those. But the texture on it, it's nice. It's not thick. It's very comfortable. It's actually nice and hydrating. It's one of those. It does say to be hydrating, and it is. And this is yet another one that wears really beautifully all day. It is what I'm wearing today. Do you see how like my under eyes just look smoothed? My smile lines you can see, but my under eyes are nice and smooth, and it is this. This is the concealer that I'm using today. I love this concealer so much. And I love the aesthetic of it. You know, it's a very pretty presentation. I know, it's Gucci. And the texture and consistency is just so light and so easy and just really, really pretty. So those are all of the color correctors, concealers, foundations, and primers that I truly found worthy enough to be called and hold a spot here in the best of beauty for 2023 week. Comment down below some of your favorites. Don't forget to give today's video a thumbs up. I will see you tomorrow as we continue the best of beauty week for 2023. Stay beautiful, guys. See you tomorrow.